Welcome to Make It on Monday with your hosts, Tom and Julie Creek from Creek Bank Creations. We're a small paper crafting company from Perrysville, Indiana. We have our own line of dies, rubber stamps, patterned papers, adhesives, tools, really cool tools, and paper crafting accessories. We're glad to have you tonight for our December 8th edition of Make It on Monday. How are y'all doing? Sign in there and tell us where you're at and tell us how cold it is where you're at, because it's cold here. Winter doesn't start for another almost week and a half, and it's already arrived. So, hope everybody's doing okay out there.
Okay, good. We're on.
Huh?
We're on
We're on
YouTube.
We're on YouTube, but nobody has said anything. Anybody out
we're
there?
on Facebook.
We are live. Is there
Just double checking?
Is anybody there?
I can't change cameras.
Tom, keep talking.
So tonight's card, we're going to be doing. What do you call this card, Julie?
This is the Cathedral Arch pop-up.
This is the Cathedral Arch pop-up. That's right. Okay. Okay, cool.
There.
Okay.
Kind of sticks out like that and all that good stuff. Julie's going to show you how to make that card tonight using. It looks like we're using the Bethlehem Star, the Cathedral Arch Die. Which nativity set are you using, Mrs. Creek?
This is the Bethlehem Nativity.
The Bethlehem Nativity Die
The
Set.
new one that came out.
And sending you, what rubber stamp is that?
Sending you Merriest wishes.
Sending you Merriest wishes, of course.
If you go to the blog, there's a complete supply list on the blog with clickable links. Maybe at some point tonight you can drop that in the chat.
On the blog. Can you remind me again how to do that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Open up a tab.
Hey, there are. Good to hear from you guys. Glad to have you. Okay. So, southeastern Indiana, watching from Orlando, Michigan, where it's 19 degrees. Holy mackerel. So, we're glad to have you tonight. Thanks for joining us. So, we're going to be giving away some stuff tonight. Let me give this card back to you, Mrs. Creek.
Okay.
Let's see here. We have got some trivia questions. We're going to do two. Where'd my dies go? Lose them? Where they at? Well, yeah. Two dies that we're going to be using in this card. The Bethlehem Star, going to give that away tonight. And also the Rolling Vista Edge die. So that's also in the card we're going to do. So we're going to be giving both of those away. Going to give one halfway and one at the end. We wanted to thank everyone for taking part of our Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 3 weeks of
Super duper
sale. So a lot of you took advantage of that 30% discount. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
It's faithful.
Indeed. All right, Lois back from Central Florida. Awesome. Okay, there's Diane from New York. Awesome. Okay, we're glad to have you. So,
okay, Tom,
anything else we need to announce?
I put the clickable links in the chat.
You did?
I did.
Aren't you special?
Well, sometimes.
To be honest with you, crafters.
Can you pull me up, Sam?
Hold on before. To be honest with you.
Honest.
Mrs. Creek and I are not exactly Joe and Joan high tech, okay? So every time we do one of these lives, we lost our help. So we've had to figure it out ourselves. So now every time we do it, we have to reinvent the wheel.
And we don't have, we're learning something.
So your
patience about us.
Patience with us would be greatly appreciated, because sometimes our computer technical skills aren't always the best. And if you see any issues in what we were doing here, let us know, because
it'll help us.
What do they call it? Corrective criticism. Yes. Okay. Be nice about it, though. Okay, please. All right.
Be gentle with the old folks.
Are you ready to go, Mrs. Creek?
Well, I wanted to talk about Isaiah 7:14.
Indeed.
Okay. Therefore, hold on. That's not the scripture that I wanted to talk about. That's the scripture, but I can share the thought. Can I share the thought?
Share the thought.
So, the Isaiah prophesies in the Old Testament that the Savior is coming, and his name is Emmanuel, God with us, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so like we sing the Christmas songs and we say Emmanuel, and like it wasn't until this week that like I had the whole reality hit me that in the Old Testament,
Mm-hmm.
where was God?
Where was God in the Old
If
Testament?
you were a believer in the Old Testament, where was God?
Well, he didn't show up for 400 years.
Yes, where was he though? He did show up.
Well,
He
yeah.
was in the temple.
Okay.
He was in the temple, which if it were you and I, we wouldn't have been allowed access to
The temple.
because we're not a high priest.
Oh.
So the priest would be in the presence of the Lord, and he would go in the Holy of Holies once a year, and he would experience the presence of the Lord, and we would be on the outside of the temple listening to whatever the high priest said.
Okay.
So when Isaiah prophesies that the Savior is coming and his name's Emmanuel and he's with us, the significance of that is that he's really with us. He's not in a temple somewhere where he's not attainable. We don't have to go through a high priest. We have him with us
Through the Holy Spirit.
through the Holy Spirit. So what a great promise.
Indeed.
At Christmas, like he's with us. He's in us. If we ask him to be in our heart, he's within us, and we get to have a personal relationship with him. And that's the thing that Jesus did for us on Christmas, is that he changed the whole scenario of what it means. That's why that scripture is so important. God with us means he's really with us, and we get to talk to him and have a relationship with him. And that is what Christmas is all about.
Cool.
So that was like my big aha moment.
Your
about the Old Testament, about the Old Testament and the New Testament. Do you have my card? Speaking of aha
Yes, it's right here.
So we are going to learn how to take the standard Cathedral Arch Die set and turn it into a pop-up card.
Norma's at a basketball game in Southern Illinois. Well,
Okay.
Hi, Norma. Maybe you can listen to us in between baskets.
Go for 3.
3, yes.
So we're going to take the Cathedral Arch Die, which is this shape, and we're going to turn it into this fun pop-up card. Now we are going to make, we're using the Bethlehem set. We're making a Christmas card and such.
I forgot to show them how that stands up by itself. You know, when you set it on the set it on the table and it'll stand up.
Stand up, pop up.
Stand up. No, you can. Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. So I think we're ready to get started.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So my point was, before Tom interrupted me, and he did interrupt me.
I interrupted you.
Is we're going to do the nativity, but you could change this out with other things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe make a beach scene with the Adirondack chair.
Maybe Snowmania.
Maybe Snowmania, put the snowman on there. Get creative with it. The edge dies would be great for this type product.
Indeed.
Okay. So I'm ready to turn the camera down and let's get started.
Let's rock and roll. Let's see Tacky from Kentucky. How you doing, Dee?
Are we there?
We are there.
Okay, so what we're going to do is learn how to do this. We're going to start with this mechanism that's going to go around the shape, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of paper. Mr. Creek, do you want to put this in the chat? We're going to cut a piece of paper, 1.5 by 11, and I would use a fairly heavy weight of cardstock, okay?
What weight? This is
I don't know. Heavy weight.
80 pounds?
90, 100, 110. We're going to put the long side of the paper up against the top of the scoreboard. Mr. Producer, am I fully on screen?
Yep.
Your paper cutter? Or
am I fully on screen?
Well, your paper is. I mean,
yeah, at the top of the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to score at 3.5 and 4.25. 7.75.
All right, hold on here. We're going to score where?
And
3.5.
8.5. 3.5. 4.25.
3.5. And what was the second dimension?
4.25.
4.25. And
7.75. 8.5.
Okay.
That gives us the base, okay? You with me so far?
Am I with you?
Now, what we want to do is
how could I do?
train that fold Okay, and we are going to stamp our stamped image right in the space in the middle. Like this is my rectangle shaped box, and I want my sentiment right here in the middle. So choose what your sentiment is, and we are going to do that now. I already stamped my card right down through the middle. Okay, now here's where we're going to get tricky. We could have just left this as a box around the base, but I really wanted the detail of that curved edge on this. So what we're going to do is take the rolling Vista die, and we are going to set that on top of our project. Okay, so what you want to do is think about how you want the hill to present itself in this space right here. That's the piece that's the front. Okay, we're going to set that on there, and we are going to tape it in place, and that will give us that fun rolling hill edge. So you could do this with any edge dies. This die is particularly designed to work with the Z-fold card base. So it's a rolling edge for the Z-folds, but we're going to amend what we're doing with it and use it on this pop-up card. We're going to take our undo, and we're going to put that on our tape so that we remove the tape and we don't have any tape tearing the paper off. Now,
Okay. Did somebody make a comment out there, because I just lost connection on my chat, and just any comment like ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, have a holly jolly Christmas, anything. Hello, anybody there? Says we're still live. Oh, there we are. Yes. Okay, you're there. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. So for some reason it just flashed on my screen. Something went wrong, and everybody disappeared. But now you're back.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what we did was we cut this shape into the base, and what we need to do is finish out the other side, the rest of this. So what we need to do is lay this down, and what you want to do is push that die line down into what you've already cut so that you're lining it up with that cut.
All right, what is the name of that curved die? Asked Kathy Rickson.
That
was the.
Are you
If we're giving it away, that is the Rolling Vista Edge die, Kathy.
So it's
D23045.
the fun
In fact,
thing.
we want to give one away tonight.
The fun thing is it's sized for the front of the Z-fold card, but we're amending it. So if you get it, you can also use it on the Z-fold.
So did you hear that, Kathy? You can also use it for the Z-fold.
I have this taped in place so that it's going to continue to die cut that pattern. What I'm going to do is look underneath here, and where that cut line started the last time, which was right here, I'm going to put a piece of tape right there, a big one. So I know when I run this through the die cut machine, I'm going to turn it around here. I'm going to put it in the die cut machine. I'm going to die cut up to that tape mark, and then I'm going to back out. That'll keep me from having an overlapped pattern that's not cut well. So I'm gonna die cut right up to that tape, and then I'm going to back out. I don't know if I went far enough.
That sound you're hearing, ladies, is the sound of progress. That is.
There you go. Now
machine.
We are going to use the undo to take off our tape.
I didn't pay attention. Just put a camera on me.
So we have those beautiful edges. And then when we fold that up, we'll see we have that beautiful edge, and we have that wrapping to the back. So that's that base. Now you'll notice when you put this together, that you have this overlapping thing on the back that's a little odd because the way it's wrapping back. If you don't want this odd thing in the back, and let's face it, Tom,
Let's face it.
we don't want the odd thing.
No,
Right.
don't want it there.
Okay.
Couldn't do it, couldn't do it,
I'm
shouldn't do it, ain't
just
gonna
going to draw a pencil line right here, and I'll trim this off, and then flip this over, and that little bitty piece right there, I'm going to trim off. Now, you don't have to trim it, but I kind of think that you all would want to trim it, just so it wraps nice and clean to the
Well,
back.
you don't have to be a star baby to be in my set.
Okay, so we're going to just trim both of those. And that'll be, we've got our base piece ready to go. Okay? Now, what we need to do is make those two inserts that go on the inside so we can attach the things to it. So we can attach the nativity or whatever we're going to attach. So we are going to cut a piece of paper, Tom, 1.5 by 4.
1.5 inches by 4 inches.
And we're going to score at 2.5 and 3.75. So I have previously done that.
That score where at?
A quarter of an inch. A quarter of an inch.
Pardon?
A quarter of an inch. We're going to...
You said 1.5 by 4.
We're going to cut it 1.5 by 4.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're going to put the long side of our paper up against the top of the scoreboard. Okay. We're going to score it a quarter of an inch, 0.25, and 3.75. Okay. We're going to make 2 of those if you want to have 2 inserts. And for the card I made, we're doing 2 inserts. So you can say in the chat, how many inserts do you like to put in your pop-up cards? 1, 2, 3.
I want as many as I can get in.
Yeah, they can add that to the chat. So we've got the 2 inserts. Now what we need is the insert to cut in that same pattern as the hill so that all 3 of those are arching over the same.
Lois says at least 2.
At least 2. Yeah. How about everybody else? What's the most popular opinion? So what we're going to do, we're going to take that piece that we made earlier, and we are going to lay it on top of the 2 insert pieces that we made.
Home says 3.
3. She's
Nazi Drop says 2 or 3.
Going big. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm lining this base piece that I already made.
I guess said 2.
Up with the insert piece.
Usually 2.
And I have a fold here and a fold here. So I'm lining up the 2 folds, and I'm going to take my pencil and very gently I'm going to trace that line. And we're going to do that with both of them. So line up the fold, that fold right there, with the fold on your insert piece.
Jane says 2. Anna says 2. Agnes says 2.
2 is nice. 3 is nice, but it's a work, man. Okay, so we've got our line. Can they see? We've got our line. So what we're going to do is put our die right on top of that line and die cut, and that will give us that matching edge so that it matches the other front piece that we already cut. So we're going to do a little work for this, but it's going to be awesome.
I stressed out for a score at what?
For the insert, for the small one?
It was
we're scoring
1.5 and 4 inches.
No.
No.
The paper is 1.5 by 4.
The paper is 1.5 by 4.
And we're scoring at a quarter of an inch.
Going to score at a quarter of an inch.
And 3.75. Now,
and at 3.7.
We've had so much fun, Tom.
What?
Going on. We've had so much fun.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I told him to put tape on those 2 ends. These are my 2 score marks that we made, and I already put tape on the ends.
Aha!
I like to put the tape on and then die cut because it gives me adhesive all the way to the edge. Okay.
Okay.
So we've die cut 1. We need to die cut 2. So I'm going to take this one. I'm placing that right on top of that pencil mark. So I have that really cool pattern that matches.
Sharon Post, did we answer your question? I think we
Sharon
did.
Post. Where's Sharon Post from?
I don't know.
Sharon Post, what state you be from? There we go. So we're going to die cut that, and then we'll have our base and our insert pieces. We'll use our undo to remove that.
And Sharon's from Colorado.
Oh, awesome.
By the way, it is 17 degrees here now, and it's clear.
We've got all of our pieces, Tom.
All of them are done.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do is start assemblying. Assemblying? Is that a word?
I think in Detroit,
The base.
Assembling.
Yeah.
Assembling.
We're going to take the Cathedral Arch Die, and we are going to cut the 2 pieces that we need for our background. So we're going to cut these pieces back here. I've used the Winter Delight paper pad. And
for Delight paper pad.
Really cool linen finish. And I've used number 10, the Cathedral Arch number 10, and number 12. So when we number those, we are starting with the smallest die and counting out. So I'm using number 10 and number 12. What did I say? Number 10, number 12.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. Number 10, number 12. Now, in this card, we're doing a little tricky thing here. We are going to use the new die called pop-up paper. Do you see how that shifts? The pop-up paper die I designed. I've been making this by hand for a long time.
Is that until you just make a die?
I thought to myself, I don't know why I keep doing this by hand. I should just make a die. So this is what the die looks like. It will cut for you, and really helpful if you do this on 65-pound cardstock, because we want it to easily fold and unfold. So what we're going to do is run this through the die cut machine, and I'm going to get these 2 pieces that fall out of the die. This is the pop-up paper die. Now, it is designed so that you fold it up, and when you do, you will have a 1/4-inch square that folds flat, or an 1/8 of an inch square that folds flat. So it's made so that there's one piece that overlaps. You put the glue on one side, you glue that down, and that will give you the 2 squares that you need. Now, we are going to use the whole length of this tonight, but if I had a small item, like let's say I just wanted to pop up the nativity, the actual creche, I could just take this and cut it down.
Oh, the actual what?
The creche.
What's the creche?
I think that's the baby Jesus in the thing. Isn't that called the creche?
I thought that was called the manger.
Manger. Okay, manger.
The creche?
Creche? Ask in the chat. Is it called a creche? Yes or no? Okay, so this gives me the ability to have a pop-up, but when I mail it, it folds flat. And if you're asking yourself, Julie, are you aware that they make pop-up dots? The answer is yes, I sell them. But this is something I do when I want things to fold flat, but I still want just a little bit of dimension.
Dotsie said we're both correct.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you for clarifying.
So what we're going to do is make our little squares.
Did you know you could, did you ever think of using prop dots?
I have. Sometimes I want things to flatten,
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah.
Flatten down in that envelope. And when we're doing something that's dimensional like this, where we have all these layers of paper, we need a little more flatness for our envelope. So I don't use it all the time, but sometimes I want just a little bit, and this is the answer. So we're going to glue those down all the way across. And I like to use the liquid glue because we don't, we need good strong adhesion. Then we're going to take,
Did you have your glue tip? Did you have your glue tip?
I do. I have my glue nozzle right there.
The Creek Bank glue tip is on that. Check that out.
You know, we might be halfway, Tom.
You think?
Yeah. Why don't we? I'm going to glue this down, and you do the first prize to give away.
Okay.
You know, the great part about watching this live is that you get to win free stuff.
Yes, all right.
You have the opportunity. And Mr. Creek's going to pay really good attention to the chat tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. This is for the rolling Vista Edge die.
We use tonight.
That we use tonight, yes. So that we're going to give away this die. So my trivia question tonight is, if you're ready at your keyboard, marks, get set, go, is what is the most popular Christmas movie now in 2025? I would have never have guessed this in a million years. It's definitely not my favorite movie, but it's the most popular. Can anybody tell?
So
you can't.
No, you can't. You're no.
So
no.
Guess what is the most popular Christmas movie right now? That's a funny one too, Lois. Yes, but that's not it. Anybody know what the most popular Christmas movie is? For the Rolling Vistas Edge Die, I've got Miracle. That would have been my guess, Dotsy, but no, that's not it. Christmas Vacation. That would be my second.
It's a Wonderful Life, and that would have.
That is another one of my most favorite. Die Hard, Lois said. Patty Rivers, you're right. Home Alone. Patty Rivers. Congratulations, Patty Rivers. You're the winner of the first prize tonight. So, Patty Rivers. Rivers, who's watching on YouTube? I had somebody last week ask me, do people on Facebook or do people on YouTube win? Is there any cross difference? I had never paid any attention, but I did notice that Patty Rivers is watching on YouTube tonight. Thanks for watching, Patty. Patty, I would like you to send me your mailing address to sales@creekbankcreations.com, and I'll get that out to you tomorrow.
You're using a Restream product. So when you're looking at your docket there in front of you,
I can tell where they're coming
you
from.
see both of them coming in at the same time. I think that's why they're asking you that question.
I think somebody thought last week was wondering, I think, if we were giving preference to YouTube versus Facebook.
If you have two separate docs and you're trying to read both of them at the same time,
yes,
that's hard. But they're all coming into the same place.
Yes. So Patty, I'm going to email this address, so you can send me your mailing address.
Sam, you want to turn the camera down? This, are we good?
Yeah.
This is, we've got our adhesive set. I'm going to turn this over, and I am going to run 2 pieces of adhesive across that bottom edge, and that'll be ready to adhere to our project. So we're going to we're going to go back to the base here. And remember, we cut those 2 insert pieces. So what we're going to do is fold this up, and what we need to do is attach the insert pieces over here on this side. That would be the left side. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to draw a pencil line on this just so you can see where those fold lines are, because you can't see them. There's my fold lines. Now we're going to take the tape off and fold that up, and we are going to place that to the left of that fold line. Push it down, and then fold it down to the right. Now when you do this, what I like to do is fold this base piece back over the top and look to see, do I have anything hanging out the bottom? Because what you're doing when you cut that edge, you're trying to get it to be as precise as possible, but often it's not exact. So just pull that over, lay it on top, trace with your pencil, and then you can pick this up and take your scissors and trim that off right along that edge where you drew your line.
By the way, that's Patty Rivera, not Patty Rivers. I'm sorry, Patty, I didn't have my reading glasses on when I read
Get your glasses on. Okay, that's my first one. Now I'm going to take the second one, and we're going to do the same thing. Remove the adhesive, and I'm going to draw here for you. This is the line of where that other piece is, the other fold. I'm going to set this right next to the other fold, right there. And I'm going to do the same thing and look at, do I have any paper showing down here
Do
that
you?
needs trimmed? Yep. Because we're trying to get it precise, but it might not be exact. So we're just going to trim that off where that paper line, where we drew that little line, just trim it. And then we'll have, when we go to put the whole box together, we'll have all of that coming straight across for our box.
Diane Wilcox interjected.
Okay.
She said, with pop dots, you can see through the sides. I like the idea that it makes it so you don't see through the card sides.
That's
the
true.
edges are very clean looking with the pop-up paper die. Thank you for the comment, Diane.
Yeah,
that
that's a good
is
point.
well taken.
Okay, so we have, this is our little triangle base. We have the back, we have the two sides. We're going to open it up, and this is that back piece, and we have that pencil line right here on the fold. So we are going to take and remove that paper. I'm going to bring in my ruler so you can see how I do this. We're going to remove the tape, and we want this card to be about 5 1/4 inches tall. Okay, so what I do is I lay my ruler next to this, and ideally it would be flat. Actually, when I do this, I usually just use the grid pad because it's got markings on it. So what I want is, I want my project to be about 5 1/4 inches. So it's going to be about right here. So if I use the ruler, I can get it right where I want it and adhere it down. And let's make sure I don't have tape hanging out the back. I have a little bit of tape hanging out the back. If you have tape hanging out the back, see how I have tape showing?
I do.
We're just going to run that over that.
What do you do about that?
I should be able to just pick it off. If you're concerned that it's going to tear something, use your undo to take it off. But sometimes if you haven't pushed very hard, you can literally just pick it off. There we go. So we have our base piece attached. We doing okay?
We're doing
now. We know this piece is going to wrap all the way to the back. This little piece right here is going to come back here. Remember, we trimmed it earlier. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to add tape there. So, daughter-in-law and I were talking this week about that Home Alone movie.
Yes.
And how people are showing that to young children.
Uh-huh.
And the problem with that is a story about a kid who gets abandoned by his parents.
Right.
I mean, they go on vacation and they leave him at home.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure for little kids.
Might be kind of scary.
Yeah. I mean, for littles,
yes.
You know. Okay, so I've taken the tape off. I removed the tape liner here. And what we're going to do is take our piece, lay it flat so that I have the two pieces of tape showing. And I'm going to come over here and I am going to adhere that down. Now, when I do this, I'm lining up the top edge here, which means I still have some stuff hanging out the bottom, which I'm going to want to trim. So I'm going to pull that around. Before I pull it around, I don't know if you guys can see that. When I lay that down, I still have this little bit here hanging out. So we're going to trim it off. And we don't want any of that stuff hanging out the bottom. Just trim it off. And it's because we're doing that curved edge. There we go. Now we have our pieces attached. We're going to wrap it to the back, pull it to the back, and we will have created our stand-up pop-up card. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, awesome.
Tricky, But super fun. Now, the Bethlehem Star we're going to put in the middle of our project. And I cut this in our gold foil paper. And then I cut the inside piece with our gold glitter. You could add some stars too, little bitty stars. I thought about using the star swish die and cutting some small stars and sticking in there, but I didn't. This has got a lot of detail in it, so I didn't want to get too carried away. Now we need to add the family, right?
Yes.
You need the family?
Yes.
And we have some sheep and stuff that we're going to add in there. So what you want to do is get your pieces, and I have die cut these on white cardstock, and we are going to adhere them. And I just put a little bit of glue on the edge and stuck them right on the edge.
Okay.
So we're just going to put a little liquid, and I am using that glue nozzle that we offer with the Art Institute.
Yeah, that's
because
I'm trying to get that.
It enables you to really control how much adhesive you're putting on there. So
What is that called?
I just get my head in the picture.
Tip?
When you put Jesus on there, you can get him centered. It's called a glue nozzle. You gonna drop a link in the chat?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah. So then we're going to add Mary. So you can just figure like how you want to adhere these little pieces in, how you want to position them. And you kind of got to work with that hill. Okay, we're going to put Joseph over here on the other side. I think I've got Mary at an angle. We can't have Mary at an angle.
No way.
Straighten her up. That's a great thing about liquid. If you got a little bit of time, you can straighten her up. There we go. Now, I did add little sheepy guy in the front. Here. Tom?
Yes, dear.
What was your favorite Christmas gift ever?
Hmm.
And then the other sheep, that one's on the front. I'm going to adhere it in the back. So I'm putting glue on the legs here. Do you have a favorite one?
Probably a bicycle.
Probably.
Yeah.
How old were you?
14.
The bicycle was more exciting than the stereo?
Yes.
Really?
Because I was planning on a cross-country bike ride.
Oh, at 14?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, we do have a problem. And that is I'm missing the shepherd.
Uh-oh.
We need the shepherd.
Oh, surely it's there somewhere.
Oh, I don't see it.
Oh, come on. I see an angel.
You don't see an angel.
I see somebody bowing down there. Is that a shepherd?
We'll use this guy. So this is the shepherd. When you die cut him, he comes out of the die cut machine with the hook facing to the left. What we're going to do is turn it over and have him go in the other direction. So I did flip this guy over, and when I made my card, I cut two of them and glued them together because that little shepherd's crook is very thin. So it'll help if you do two of them and glue them together. Just like that. So whatever happened with your cross-country bicycle trip?
All my buddies that were going to go with me all backed out, and I didn't go.
You didn't get to go.
Can you believe it? Yeah.
So I'm sliding my ruler in there and just pushing up ever so gently. That gives you enough pressure to get the glue stuck on there. And there you have your beautiful Christmas card. Sending the Christmas card. And if you want to sign it, you can flip it over and sign it on the back. Leave your Christmas love. Folds flat, fit in an A2 envelope, and it'll pop up.
What was that glue tip called? The
glue nozzle.
Glue nozzle. There it is. Awesome. I'm going to put that link on there.
Do you have another question? For a giveaway?
I do. I was having problems there, some technical difficulties of my own.
Yeah.
Uh,
So our next trade show will be February the 27th and 28th.
in Indianapolis,
In
Indiana.
Indianapolis.
That's
We'd
right.
love for you to come and join
Indiana.
us. Okay,
Right, so
you've got another thing to give
Yeah,
away.
I'm going to give away the Bethlehem Star.
That's
which
the
is what
star we
also
used
did.
tonight.
Yes.
One thing.
Okay, and so here is what our question
Do you have your
is.
camera pulled up?
Yes, my grandson is already. We're on both cameras. You're on. Your lovely smiling
Well,
face.
you need to tell
on
me.
there as well. You're on camera.
I could have been
Yes,
doing something crazy.
Okay, where did they? Oh, here they are. Okay, get it here. Okay, tell me the most popular family tradition. Excuse me. What's the most popular Christmas family tradition in America? So whoever can answer that is going to get a Bethlehem Star. The most popular, for me, it would be Christmas dinner. But that's not a hint. I'm just saying. Okay. So what is the most popular American tradition? Christmas holiday
I don't
tradition.
know how could it be any better? Are you watching the chat? You're supposed to be watching the chat.
I am.
How could it be
Well,
any better than opening Christmas gifts?
Sharon, you won! The Christmas tree. That's right. Decorating the Christmas tree. Hanging stocking, making cookies, going to the trip. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in here. A lot of good ones in here.
So
the most popular Christmas tradition in the United States is decorating the tree. Sharon, congratulations. Send me your email me.
Same Sharon?
Sharon, it's just Sharon Post. Sharon, email me.
Oh, she's from Colorado.
Yes.
She was okay.
Yes. Sharon, send me
Sharon. Sorry.
Sharon, if you'd please email me your mailing address to sales@creekbankcreations.com. I will get that die in the mail to you tomorrow in time for you to continue to make some more Christmas cards. So I'm going to type that in here. So bear with me here. So Mrs. Creek, you keep talking while I'm typing.
So we will be in Indianapolis in February. We'll be in Rockford, Illinois at the Stamp Scrap Art Tour in March. And I am working on the make and take. I was looking to see if I had that card sitting around here, and I don't. So we are getting ready to get our make and take underway. We have new product to share with you in the make and take. It'll be fun. Now, whenever we do a show, you can come to the booth right away in the morning and pre-buy your make and take ticket.
That's right.
And sign up so you don't have to wait in line. And that'll ensure that you get to do the make and take. And
that's right. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait in line.
So we have a really fun new card to share with you that I think you're going to enjoy.
When?
For the make and take at the show.
Do we have
yeah, we're working on new stuff. Yes.
Yes. Well, also, hold on, I'm making a note about.
And should we give a sneak peek?
Oh, that would be cheating, Mrs. Creek. All right, show it to me. Show it.
I can't fully show it.
Right.
We do have.
Holy moly! No, not yet.
It's really cool.
On that yet.
Still working on it. That you're gonna find really fun.
Oh my goodness, that's right. You are going. This is going to blow you. There's nothing like it on the market. You're going to have so much stinking fun with this thing.
Super fun. We've been working on this product.
When are we gonna?
We've been working on this product.
Yes, for
5 years.
Since COVID.
5 years.
Before COVID. Yeah, actually before COVID. COVID kind of.
Yeah. But we're excited. We'll be doing that in January. We will not be live again until January. I will send out newsletter and let you know.
Oh, we're not going to do another one in December?
When we're live. No, we're done for the year.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Holy cow, and a Happy New Year.
Yes.
Of course, we'll see you then.
And we will do fun new things in January.
Will we ever? Let me tell you what. I want to tell you right now, I want you all to have a very Merry